Yeah. Big JTV, man. Like, comment, sub as y'all come in. Appreciate y'all for giving me the time. And I appreciate y'all for rocking with your boy, man. We got to talk about it. We got to talk about it. And the fact remains is we're on, I believe, day 2 days after Lamar Jackson did what Lamar Jackson does in the playoffs, and that's flop, create turnovers. But this time, the difference in this time is he didn't cost them the game. Now, you could say indirectly he cost them the game because of those two turnovers, but only one of those turnovers turned into points. The other turnover, which was the interception, it resulted in nothing. But that fumble was critical. And the fumble, I think the most critical part of the game, again, was that dropped ball by Mark Andrews. And I'm going to say it like this, man. As a Ravens fan, right, I don't want us to destroy Mark Andrews, man. I don't like the conversation that's been going on about Mark Andrews to the point where people are only laying it at his feet. And I've seen a lot of Ravens fans go so far in the paint that they're making it seem like Mark Andrews is the reason we lost the game. He's not the reason we lost the game, man. Football is a team effort, man. You know what I mean? When you see the Kansas City Chiefs making another AFC Championship game, making another Super Bowl run, it's not just Mahomes, man. And especially these past two seasons, you start to understand it's not just Mahomes, man. It's actually sometimes not even Mahomes. Let me tell you something, man. The reasons the Texans lost to the Chiefs last week, right, was because their kicker, Christian Fairbanks, missed 3 field goals. Was because one of their pass rushers, George Karlaftis, went crazy in the fourth quarter and ended every single drive the Texans were trying to make for that comeback. Right? Mahomes had very clutch plays. I'm not going to lie. He kept drives alive. But I'm telling you right now, he's maybe the third reason. Travis Kelce is even a bigger reason they won that game more than Mahomes. So I just named you 3 deciding factors that did not have Patrick nor Mahomes attached to them directly. Maybe you could say the good passes to Kelce, but at the end of the day, it took more than that for the Kansas City Chiefs to beat the Texans. Because objectively, the Texans played really well, right? Same thing with this game. We have to understand that the blame does not just go on one man. And I put a poll up. On my community tab. If you get the chance, check out the community tab. And I said, who is to blame for another Ravens playoff loss? And I kind of liked the poll. It made sense to me. 25% said Lamar. I would probably raise that to a 30-something%. 54% said Mark Andrews. 21% said John Harbaugh, 0% said Josh Allen. And I put that Josh Allen factor in, it's because I wanted to see if people actually gave Josh Allen a lot of credit. And what happened is a lot of people didn't. Most people did not. Most people did not give Josh Allen or the Bills that much credit. And I'm going to be different. I'm going to give the Bills credit. The conversation on not only social media, but mainstream sports media is that Lamar Jackson, it's actually shifted. It's been more Mark Andrews is the one to blame. And Lamar Jackson actually did his thing and made some kind of comeback. I don't think it's that, y'all. I don't think it's that. I think that Lamar Jackson is a bigger part to blame in this, man. And it hurts me to say, I don't like saying it. Lamar Jackson is currently my favorite football player. You know what I mean? Actively playing. My favorite of all time, again, is Ray Lewis. If y'all know me, y'all know what I believe in. The thing is, when Ray Lewis won his championship, the second one, in 2012, before he retired, the one that Joe Flacco went on a crazy run, 11 touchdowns, 0 picks. When the Ravens went on that run, man, Ray Lewis was not the same Ray Lewis. The Ray Lewis was, I think, 35, maybe 37. He was older. He was slower. He was visibly bigger. And then when I say bigger, I mean I think he was fatter. I don't know if he was doing steroids. There's a chance he was because he talked about some deer antler spray or some kind of thing. Bro was on the juice, but it wasn't even really working because bro was not even juicing that well. It was like it wasn't looking good, right? But during that playoff run, right, the Ravens defense obviously did its thing. But Ray Rice came clutch in a lot of possessions, right? Jacoby Jones, y'all know the Mile High Miracle, right? And obviously that kick return in the Super Bowl. It was a team effort. Haloti Nada had some clutch sacks. You know what I mean? T. Sizzle, Terrell Suggs had some clutch plays. In order for them to have won the Super Bowl, the team came together. And obviously Joe Flacco went on a crazy run where he threw no picks, no turnovers. And if y'all know the history of Joe Flacco is good for a turnover, bro, or two, sometimes even three. So when we analyze the truth of what happened and what's been happening to the Ravens in the past 5, maybe 6 playoff appearances, because I believe the Ravens haven't missed a playoff appearance since like 2021 or something like that. It's been, and even before that, they've been going on a crazy streak, either winning the AFC North or at least being second place and getting a wild card. The Ravens, as a team, as a squad, collectively, have not won. They have not won. And it's been, I'll be real, it's been obviously Lamar. Lamar does not put them in position to win. And I think the dialogue has gone so far bad on Mark Andrews' side because a lot of people are not only fans of Lamar, but people want to see Lamar win, that they're ignoring the obvious. Lamar Jackson has to stop having turnovers, man. I will respect the Buffalo Bills for forcing some of them, respect to them. But if Lamar Jackson does not cause a single turnover that game, the Bills would have probably been blown out. I'm not even joking. If there was no turnover, the Bills are getting blown out. It's a fact, right? But then you add 3 turnovers on a very good, not even just, I would say even great, Buffalo Bills team, you lose the game. You lose the game. That's how it goes. And guess what? This is the history of a guy like Peyton Manning. Peyton Manning in the playoffs had a lot of turnovers. And guess who else had a lot of turnovers and struggled with playoffs? Steve Young. There is a lot of quarterbacks who struggle and play night and day in the playoffs. And let me tell you something. Until Lamar cleans that up, he will never win a ring. He will never go to the Super Bowl. Because guess what? You need your team to join you, and you cannot be the factor that leads the team to losing. You can't be. And unfortunately, we are in such a crazy media and sports fan landscape where we think you have to get to a championship and actually win it to be validated as a great player. Let me tell you something. Lamar Jackson is the most talented quarterback in the entire league. I'd argue to say that he's the best. He's the best. But guess what? He's not the most clutch. Not even close. He's probably the biggest choke artist as well. Those two things can be true at the same time. Look at Aaron Rodgers. Look at Peyton Manning. Of course, Aaron Rodgers already has a ring, but because of that crazy defense that literally picked him up all the way to a championship, you have to understand that his team was largely responsible for that ring. And this is why Mahomes is so great. This is why I respect the Chiefs, because it's not just one guy. It's not just Tyreek Hill. It's not just Mahomes. It's not just Travis Kelce. It's Chris Jones. It's Carl Loftus. It's Dumfrey or whatever. Last year it was, I think, the crazy corner who caused that fumble on Zay Flowers. Big-time players making big-time plays. It's a team sport. When we just put it all on Lamar, that's horrible, but it's also, if he causes 2 turnovers he makes the journey and the climb to a Super Bowl much harder, man. But let me know how y'all feel about it. Big J TV. Do y'all believe my assertion that Lamar Jackson is the black Peyton Manning? Big J TV. Get in the comments. Let me know. I'm out.